up, Jay Parrish? What's up? 305 Perfume Puff? What's up? Sharika, what's going on? You all. Oh, who else came in? Oh, is that D Below? Oh no, that's Tampa Red and Uncle Clyde. What's up, Uncle Clyde? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you are carrying through. We still thinking about you, still praying with you, Uncle Clyde. So you all, I am here today. Not too much time, but I saw something I had to talk about it. When you see something, you say something. That's what they say when you're at the airport. If you see something, say something. Okay? If there's a bag that's laying there and you don't see nobody, say something. That's what they say. If you see something, say something. Lord have mercy. Woo-wee. So I'm letting y'all come on in because baby. So yesterday, um, I think I was getting ready for bed because, like I said, I didn't come on last night, like I told you all, because I had a lot of work to do, had some data to crunch. I have a meeting and I have to have this information. So, when work comes, baby, I like YouTube, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I did. I said, let me go on and see what was going on in the YouTube streets. Now, to be honest, I only had a chance to see Tracy. Tracy was on at the time. And so I said, let me go ahead and check out Tracy. So Tracy was talking about Noble and what Noble didn't have and how he living with people and didn't have a job and stuff. So I'm like, okay, Tracy, Tracy moved in a new apartment. Congratulations again for your new apartment. And so I said, well, let me go on over there and see what Noble was doing or what was going on. I said, let me go and check this out, right? So I get over there and Noble is arguing with somebody and he talking about what he have and what he got. And I mean, he's flexing and flossing and flossing and flexing. And then Noble had the audacity to turn on that camera. My God, today, Noble turned on that camera, and baby, I was aghast. Okay? I was aghast. I'm like, what the hell? So have y'all ever seen Dave Chappelle and he play that dude that's on drugs and he always have a white mouth? Baby! That's what Noble was giving. I'm like, did you kiss a powdered donut before you came up in here? I mean, Noble, your lips was white and it was crusty on the side. You that knot look like it done grew a little bit. Noble, don't do that. Noble, if you gonna flex and floss, make sure that you alright. Because you camped up. And baby, I'm like, what the hell? Because baby, you look like Pookie them over there in New Jack City. Baby, look like you was about to look for your next hit. I'm like, what is going on? Look like you needed a little water. Your mouth was a little parched. Baby, hey, I seen powder under your nose. But I ain't never seen powder on your mouth. Baby, I was like, no, but what the hell is you doing? Is you alright? Is you alright? Ooh, Jesus. I mean, flexing and flossing, and then you clicked on that camera, and baby, the girl's gagged, honey. I was like, gas. I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? Okay, he looked like somebody, baby. I'm like, what is wrong, y'all? I was like, what in the hell? I wouldn't have believed it if I saw. Let me tell you something, y'all. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, no, but did you just purposely put toothpaste around your mouth to look like you on something? Because baby, Noble looked like he was on that stuff. I ain't gonna lie. And Noble, you might get mad. You want to cuss people out. But Noble, this is why you got to be careful when you come on camera because the girl's going to see everything. So Noble came up, and I don't know if he was under a shed or something. But baby, That knot was very pronounced, and that mouth was white. I'm like, good God Almighty. Kimberly, Kimberly, see, y'all thought I was lying. I don't have nothing against you, Noble, but y'all thought I was lying. When I tell you, Noble looked very fragile down there at the San Antonio, I tells no lie. I tells no lie. Okay? When I tell you he was smoking that cigarette and I thought he was homeless and I thought I was gonna have to give somebody a dollar or three, baby, I mean seriously. I'm serious. Baby, when I was telling you the Serpent and the Rainbow, that movie, and I don't know if y'all ever saw that movie, but they went to the graveyard and I guess the man came back alive and he was zombie like. That's what it was giving. It was giving Serpent and the Rainbow over there. I'm like, well damn. But today he looked better in San Antonio than he did today. Cause look like he had his lips like look like he had some chapstick. Okay, look like he had some Carmex. Good. Okay, it looked like baby. I was like, no, but is you all right? Is you dehydrated? Is you dehydrated? Because I'm telling you, I ain't never seen white lips except on Dave Chappelle when that man was on that crack and he kept on scratching his neck and he had them white lips. Nobody had them same white lips. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And the thing is, it wouldn't have been so bad, but he was flossing and flexing, shooting and talking his shit, and then came on with white lips. You can't do that. You lost right then and there. When you came on camera and your lips was white and looked like you just hit something, you lost the whole argument right there. I forgot everything you said and just focused on them white lips and you looking real fragile on that camera. Baby, don't do that no more. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. So anyway, Noble, just don't do that no more. Ooh, Jesus, that thing, ooh, it made me feel some kind of way. I felt like giving a donation. Baby, I felt like donating some clothes to the Salvation Army, the Goodwill. Baby, it was giving me that. I was like, okay. I thought about donating some clothes with Dress for Success men when I saw you. Because Noble, baby, you look like Haven for Hope over there. Okay? Honey, you looking like Haven for Hope. Look like you need a friend. Look like you need a cot and a hot meal booth. Baby, you was giving me, I just came out from the streets. Okay? And I'm hungry. Ooh, Jesus. I hate to say it, no, but that didn't do you no, baby, that didn't do you no justice right there. I'm telling you. Oh my God, today. Baby, he was looking like Pookie from New Jack City. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I was looking for Wesley Snipes to come up in there and start shooting up. Baby, I'm telling you, it was treacherous over there. Okay? It was treacherous. Oh my God. I'm like, Noble, are you all right? Noble, are you okay? Noble, are you okay? Are you okay, Noble? Baby, it was giving a lot. So anyway, y'all, I hope Noble get it together. Because it's looking real deep over there. It's getting real. I don't know if it was a garage or warehouse. I don't know. I don't know if it was a trap garage or a trap warehouse. But baby, it looked very trapped. Okay. It was giving very much trap over there in them white lips. Baby, them lips was white. Okay, them lips was white. It looked like the circulation just had stopped moving all together in them lips. I'm like, what is going on? This ain't healthy. I wanted to buy him a circle bottle. Okay, I'm like, maybe you don't like water, the taste of it. Maybe you need a flavored water bottle. I don't know. But you need to get some liquid in your system because you looking real parched over there. Okay, and them lips is looking real Mojave, Gobi, and Death Valley all at the same time. Okay, look, the Namibian desert over there. I'm like, oh, Noble, what you doing? Hmm. I hope he all right. But didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all when I was and y'all? I'm not lying. Noble, seriously. Let me bring my voice down. Let me get into my serious mode. Noble, with all due respect, you look better in San Antonio than you did on that camera. Noble, I don't know what's going on, but get help. Get help. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Now, Tracy said you're doing mushrooms, trying to talk to the ancestors. Trying to talk to the ancestors. Noble, drink some water, lay off that liquor. Don't be smoking. I know you smoke them cigarettes, but Noble, I'm telling you what, with the limited lung capacity that you have, stop smoking because that stuff is killing you slowly. You know what I'm saying, man? And so that's what I got to say. Teresa said the man was trying to talk to the ancestors. I'm like, Lord have mercy. My God. All I know, Noble, is you're not looking well. And so, and the thing is, you came up flexing and flossing. That's what the people don't get. You came up flexing and flossing. And then you came on camera and it was like, this what you giving. This what you giving. This is what you serving. Okay. This is what you serving. And you think you're doing it. Okay. And now y'all see why I was looking at him. I was not looking at him like, ooh, I want this. I was looking at him like, who this? Because, and I know as we finished and we squashed that, but I just bring that up again because people be really, really flattering themselves, baby. They be really giving themselves an A+ while they really a C-. And I'm like, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, 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 sir. Anyway, baby, they say he going to see the king, honey, the king of the ancestors. But baby, I don't know. Look like he about to go back and lay. What they say, in Wakanda, honey, he's about to go on with the ancestors. He better get some vibranium, baby. He better get some vibranium real quick, okay? Because I don't know what's going on. Hey, Patricia. Ooh, Patricia, I just looked at a photo with us in it, and Patricia, I gotta send it to you. I really gotta send it to you, Patricia. I'm gonna email it to you, Patricia, because it was a really good picture on the cruise. Yes, and I'm gonna send it to you, Patricia. My God, today. So y'all, what else is going on? Baby, I don't know if I don't know how I saw it. Somehow, all I saw was it looked like he was in a garage or a warehouse because you saw like beams exposed, beams and stuff like that. And he was arguing with somebody. He kept on saying cam up, cam up. Well, before that, he kept on saying cam up because he was on he had his avatar up. He was not on camera. Then, baby, he took that camera on, and I guess he was flossing, and he cammed up, and the girls gagged. Cause I'm serious, it's like he just took a hit before he came on and forgot to put some chapstick on. Baby, I ain't never seen no powdered lip. I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? I'm like, do he know how he look? Baby, I'm like, Jesus. So it was on yesterday, y'all. I saw it yesterday. And the only reason why I went there is because, and I don't know how I found it, but Tracy was talking about Noble. And I actually went to go see and investigate for myself. Like that lady said, Shaddai, I know for myself. Shaddai, I know for myself. She said, Baba Shaddai, I know for myself. That's what that lady said at that Koja convention. She was saying, Shaddai, I know for myself. So I said, Shaddai, I need to find out for myself. And I went on over there. And I'm like, ooh, mm. Tracy said you ain't working good. She said that you lost that $700 a month car. You got all that child support you gotta pay. Why Tracy just reading all she reading all your mail. She reading all your mail out. She said you're doing mushrooms and stuff and talking about seeing the ancestors. Child, when Tracy said seeing the ancestors, she said you need to go get Jesus. Baby, I hollered. I'm like, ooh, Tracy now. That man got freedom of religion. But honey, if the ancestors ain't working for you, you might need to try something new. I was just saying. Because honey, it looked like the ancestors is trying to get you to come on with them. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Lemon cussing that white man out, telling him it was Black History Month and he had to wait. What? Y'all see, I don't even go over there and look at Lemon had a fight with a white boy. He was Vic's friend. I don't even go over there and watch. Uh, y'all, I can't. I don't even go over there and watch. I don't even care. I don't even care. Because it's not funny. Noble situation was not, well, it was comical, but I'm concerned at the same time. This Lemon stuff, I don't even care. I just don't. I don't, I just don't. I don't. And I'm to the point now where I would rather go ahead and talk about current events, which we're going to talk about too. I'd rather talk about current events, random things that I see on YouTube, than have to spend almost 8 hours looking at Lemon and then finding maybe 30 minutes or something worth to talk about, and it ain't even that spectacular. I can't do that. I can't. The only reason I spoke of the lady with the makeup is because I was spoken about and I just wanted to address it, but it's done deal. It's one and done. Anything else they got to say, baby, I'm good. I'm one and done because it's not worth it. And so, yeah. Now I do know Pizarro is supposed to be having a chef. What's on your shelf, rather not chef, but the shelf. What's on your shelf challenge, and that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, so that's coming up. Yeah, y'all. But other than that, I'm just really not gung ho about what's going on with a lot of these content creators. I don't dislike them. I'm not trying to shade them. I'm just tired of the same old thing, and they're not humorous. They're not funny. I want you to start your day laughing. Okay, it's shelf. So anything that you find on your shelf, you can cook. But yeah, I don't have time for lemon. Lemon is I don't know what lemon is. I don't know what it is. But let me go on here to this Karen Huger thing. But she's gonna be in jail. The Grand Dame is gonna be in jail. And you know what? I'm happy that she's going to jail. And people are like, oh my God, she's going to jail. But sometimes you got to learn some lessons. Do you know how many people don't even get one time to have a DWI, a DUI? Karen has done this numerous times. And then, you think you grind, but baby, at the end of the day, you still a light-skinned Black woman. And I know that people are like, oh, Jay, but no. And especially in this climate now, because people want you to know you Black. People want you to know that you are second class. That's what they're trying to say. I don't feel that way. But I'm looking at Trump and how he talks about DEI and if there's a Black pilot, he's going to be concerned. So what that's telling me is that white is better, Black is not. And see, that's what we're getting to. And that's what that Make America Great mess is again. And let me say this, all of this stuff with Project 2025 is Christian nationalism, where white men who claim they're Christian feel that it's their sovereign right by God to run this country. And this is why the Klan and all of these people can get involved, because it is not about Christianity, but it's about control. It's about psyching yourself up to say that you're better than other people. And I'm saying all of this today because, Karen, at this particular juncture, honey, you black woman. And then you've had so many DUIs, and I'm surprised nobody has not lost their life, but that's dangerous. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. It is dangerous. And yes, Patricia, she could have killed somebody. Um, she could have killed somebody. You know what? I understand that you're 61, but that's the problem. You've been 61 and getting away with this. See, that's the issue. And so now she's going to go to jail. But I'm going to tell you what, I think she's going to become humble, because now you're going to have to live really modestly, and you're going to have to deal with people who you don't usually deal with. And I think Karen is going to learn a lesson. I think she's going to learn a lesson from this. And I think it's good, to be honest. I think it's good because she's 61. Okay, good. It's just a year. It's not like they gave her 5 years or gave her 10 years, but she needs to have that year to be able to reflect and think about some of the stuff. Y'all, this is not the first time this has happened. This is not the first time this has happened. So, and then how she spoke to the officers and what she said. And I think that even did it more because it was caught on camera. So I'm to the point now where I could understand if this was Karen's first time. I can understand if it was her first time, but this was not her first time. So that's it. Somebody said child county jail for 3, 4 months and make all kind of money when she gets out. Yeah, she probably will. But again, being locked up, you don't have freedom. You can't go where you want to go. So yeah, can't go where you want to go. And yeah, it is right, Patricia. It was a superiority complex. But let me get back to this climate that we're in. Um, I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of things. And we as black people better wake up. LGBTQIA people better wake up. As low wealth people, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, better wake up. Because baby, I see wealthy people getting wealthier. I see wealthier people getting wealthier. I see Elon Musk taking control over things. You all, when you have access to IRS statements and all of this stuff, it's not only the people, the private citizens, but it's the corporate people. Okay? And Elon Musk is knowledge is power, information is power. And I think Donald Trump is letting this man run rampant and just doing whatever he wants because that man has the money to help him out. Eggs, baby, they selling loose eggs down at the bodega, honey. You know it's bad when people start selling loose eggs at the bodega in New York. Girl, they selling loose eggs. Loose eggs, thanks. Um, and then I'm looking at education now. You know, I think it's classist to say everybody shouldn't go to college. I think it's so classist. Now, Robert Reich, who I do like, who is an economist, says that people shouldn't go to college. College is not for everyone. Some people should do the trades and so on and so forth. So Reich is saying this, and I get this, but Reich is a college graduate. Let me say that Reich is a college graduate. Do you not understand to be HVAC, to be a dental hygienist, to be a plumber or carpenter? You gonna either go to a community college or a for-profit tech school to learn that. Jobs no longer do the on-the-job training unless, again, you're a bus driver or they have an apprenticeship program. That's few and in between. Rare to see that. So most people are gonna have to go to community college and a tech school, and you're still gonna have to do that. Okay, now make groceries. My mom, there was I asked my mom for 2 eggs last night. She said to make groceries for my apartment. Okay, now let me say this, you all. I think it's classes to say that everybody's not college material. That's like me being a homeowner, knowing the benefits of being a homeowner, telling somebody in an apartment you don't need to be a homeowner. That's crazy. Now, I was an apartment dweller because of my job, but I was paying somebody else's mortgage. Y'all don't understand that, honey. You only have a couple of days in them apartments and them folk kick you out. As a homeowner, you have different laws and different protections. You have equity. So if you decide to sell your home, the bank takes their piece and you take yours. You know, and that's you got money, you have wealth. And I think telling people that is crazy. Let me give you another story. And I'm gonna be real with you all, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just trying to show you all how people try to argue for folk and they don't get it. I know someone right now who works for a factory. They make really good money, but there is a job that they want, and that job is in Houston, Texas. That job pays about $189,000 a year. Do you know why they can't get that job? It requires a 4-year degree. Simple as that. It requires a 4-year degree. So now they're going to go back to school and try to get that degree so they can get that job. But that's going to take 4 years. Whereas if they would have had it, they could have applied for the job. But I mean, Sheffy, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but I can't tell you, Sheffy, but it's really a good job, and they really want to move up, but they can't. And so my thing is, no, you don't need a college degree to get a great job. But if you want to be promoted, if you want to do something different, then that's it. You limit your opportunity sometimes unless you're extreme. And let me say this: unless you're extremely exceptional, honey, you limit yourself. And so I don't care if people get mad because I push education, because this is one of the reasons why I push education. Because when you want to move up, you can. Now, baby, if I sat here and didn't have no degree, I could probably move up at the QT. I could probably move up at the QT. But when it comes to HR and corporate stuff or being able to go in any area, that's when it gets serious. And so when I saw that QT had something open, baby, I'm gonna say, let me go ahead and do that. And boom, did the interview, shook the hands, signed the new paperwork. Let's go. So my thing is, I could be driving Uber and doing Airbnb one day, and then all of a sudden be a director over something because the past experience and the education adds up. You all don't let nobody fool you. Let me say this, black people especially, if it's nothing else, when you know your history, when you know, because see, we try to romanticize slavery. We don't know how brutal the North American slavery network was. It was bad. No freedom. You couldn't move around like you wanted to move around. Your families were separated. You could be beaten, essayed, male or female, given substandard housing. You had to fend for your food. All of the stuff that white people want to eat now, we was eating because that was the survival stuff. Okay, it was brutal. It was brutal. You had no control. Couldn't read, couldn't write because they wanted you ignorant. Because if you're ignorant, there's control. And let's not get it twisted. The preacher could usually read, and a lot of them did the bidding of the master. But some of them actually said, no, we're going to get some freedom. And then when slavery was finally over, then we go into the Jim Crow and the sharecropping. And then we start doing the separate but equal, which was never equal. And we think that, racism doesn't exist today. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because we're seeing it play out in this administration. We're seeing, when you tell me a DEI hire, which as a DEI, they get the best of the best. You're telling me that a black pilot would scare you if you were going through turbulence or a situation and you would feel secure with a white pilot. That tells me something right there. That's racism, period. And black people, let me tell you something. We are survivors. We are intelligent. We don't give ourselves enough credit to be placed on ships in chains. And I'm not talking about no love boat. I'm talking about wooden ships in chains, going through the Middle Passage, can get to a place and feed these people who enslaved us, because they didn't know half the stuff we knew. Different tribes at that. We weren't all speaking the same language. Different tribes, and can still make it. When you look at Serena Williams, they hated her because that was not our sport. We were baby, basketball wasn't even our sport. We had to push our way into that. Football, push our way into that. But then when we push our way into it, we excel. Things that we're not supposed to do, like ballet. So when I look at my sister who's doing the ballet, I can't think of her name right now. And then when I look at Simone Biles, who just effortlessly, wins and come out, that makes people upset. But it's not only athletic, it's also academics. When we are given the tools and equality, we excel. Hell, the reason why we ain't excelling now, because you're looking at Houston and they taking libraries out of the school, black schools. And I think the United States in itself, now this ain't even race, this is class right here. I think we are doing a disservice in our public schools. Thank you, Misty Copeland. Thank you. I see that these private schools are opening, and baby, these test scores at these private schools are going up. But they are funded by corporate and charters, and again, the teachers are being paid much more. and the students are doing better. The classroom sizes are smaller, so the students do better. But when you are in a public high school and you have 30 children in one class, and if your child is not quick on his feet or her feet, baby, they left behind. And then they got to take these standardized tests, which are, let me tell you something, y'all. Them standardized tests, very, very culturally leaning towards other folk. Now, we can pass them, but baby, you better see, your children better be getting vocabulary words and everything else. Again, y'all, I said, I'd never forget, they asked about a Napoleon on one of these tests. And if you don't know what a Napoleon is, you're screwed. Most of us think Napoleon is Napoleon Bonaparte, who ruled France. But it's not that in that context. And Napoleon is a pastry. And if you don't know about a Napoleon because you never had one, then you are clueless. And you're going to put Neapolitan, which is the ice cream, and that's how they get you. If you don't know what redundancy means, because you live in the hood and redundancy is never used in your family's vocabulary, you ain't going to get that answer. So, again, I believe we should have standardized tests, but those tests don't always measure what they should. And I'm going to say that. But what those tests do is keep people out of top colleges. Now, let me tell y'all about top colleges. Top colleges is not, let me say, they don't have no different books or nothing like that. And I said, you know, how is Yale, and Princeton, and Stanford, and how is UCLA and UC Berkeley? And I'm thinking about all these schools. I'm like, you know, they use the same textbooks. They use all of this stuff. I mean, what makes them different? They're extremely competitive. They're selective, number one, and anything that's selective, people are going to want to go to. And once you get in, it doesn't stop there. You have to compete to get in the glee club. I sang in the choir and I just joined. That was all I needed to do. Not at Yale and Harvard. You got to compete to get in there. You got to compete for your major. You may get into the law school, but you may not work with the best and brightest at the law school. And most of these schools, you have teachers assistants or graduate assistants teaching because the professors are too busy doing research. So Yale and Harvard is good if you want to be competitive, and that's what they're about. They're being competitive, getting a whole bunch of work, stressing out, so on and so forth. That's why you have a lot of people taking themselves out at these competitive schools. Whereas a Norfolk State, North Carolina A&T, usually smaller class sizes, more individualized care. You are going to see your professor and you learn. It's just not as competitive. And that's the difference. Baby, you still going to get the same books. You're going to still get the same learning. Some people are going to be more stressed out than others. That's it. And they pile it on you to see if you can do it. And that's what it is, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Okay, 1099. So, y'all, I'm saying all of this. I'm going to be real. I love the beef sector. The beef sector is fun. I talked about the noble thing today, and that's going to be fun. But I'm always going to balance this out with some reality because we can sit here and kiki and laugh all we want to. There are some people who really want to set us back as a people, Black people. They really want to keep low wealth white people in their place. Okay? That's what I'm saying. You're not special. You're just white. If you're not part of that 1%, maybe these folks don't care about you. And we can see that now. We have look, I'm gonna tell it. We have had these MAGA people, these Latins for Trump people, vote for Trump. These people live in rural Ohio, rural West Virginia, rural. They are not 1%. Some of these people on food stamps, SNAP, and they voted for him, right? Has egg prices gone down yet? Has inflation stopped going down yet? Car prices, home prices gone down yet? Uh, so is he doing anything for you? Meanwhile, bankers, oil companies are making record profit. See, people don't understand that. And they're so busy focused on this color. And baby, color is not it. Now let me say this. Color plays a part for black people because people have made our color an issue. We never made it an issue, but the United States for slavery made it an issue. So now it's an issue. You can't get rid of that issue, right? But classism is another issue. And they don't give a damn about you at all. We better wake up. I agree with you. However, those of us graduated from predominantly white are successful or forced to be reckoned with as well. No, Deepa Law, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying that. But no, it ain't even about black schools. It's about competitive schools now. So I'm talking about the Yales and Harvards, and I'm not mad at the black schools. They do what they got to do. They're there for a reason. And I think that you got to go to the college that fits your needs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about why colleges are like they are. It's not that we use different books or we get different. No, 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 we don't. What some colleges are more competitive than others. They want to weed students out, and they thrive off that competitive nature, and that's the culture. It's more about culture than the academics. That's what I'm saying. Baby, first of all, I don't shop at Target anyhow, and me and Miss Walmart, we ain't good. I go to HEB. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to HEB. Um, we got to realize. Let me say this: we deal with racism because we're black. It was something that was invented by some people to hold other people back. And this is what we deal with. And I mean, that's an American thing. And I'm tired of people trying to put that on black people. Black people didn't invent this. Black people were not dealing with people on the basis of their skin. That was something that y'all did. So you got to deal with that now. And you all have taught people how to hate black people. You've taught black people how to hate themselves. A lot of them, to be honest. So that's something that we got to know. That's what I'm saying. James Brown, say it out loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Baby, that's serious because a lot of people weren't proud to be black. And let me say this, I'm proud because my people are survivors. And I know they try to make history like we didn't invent that. Oh God, black people were inventing stuff even in this time, and that's what I'm saying. So I mean, so that, but classism is real as well. And like I always tell you all, that Thomas Jefferson was considered radical because he wanted poor white men to learn how to read. And the wealthy landowners thought, like, why? Because when you learn how to read and when you learn and you get education, then nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can pull the wool over your eyes. And this is the big push now for education to be about working for somebody and not for yourself, or doing this and not having options. Because even with a college degree, you can go anywhere you want to. But if you just work at HVAC, that's all you know. And let me say this, and I don't want nobody to get mad at me. I tell these nursing students, baby, y'all better get a business minor. Y'all may want to spend 2 years getting a business degree at that. Because I'm going to tell you, that nursing degree, I've seen many nurses leave the profession, and they have a tough time. because nursing is specialized. It's a specialized thing. Now, they get jobs, don't get me wrong, but it's very specialized. And that's why I tell students, if you go into nursing, when I used to be, the dean, I used to say, look, if you go into nursing, it's tough, and nursing ain't what it's all cracked up to be, at least not being on the floor. So you better find a thing in nursing that you might like. And I'm being real with that. And let me say this, y'all. I love Jesus. I truly believe in God. But let me say this. Jesus fought for the disfranchised and the marginalized. Jesus was radical. Jesus went against the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the religious rulers of his day, and he was radical. Jesus was not a hippie with a flower in his hair. No, that is not the Jesus that I know. The marginalized, because he knew that people were taking advantage of other people. I was thinking about the Romans and how they conquered, and the Romans were very nasty. If you weren't a Roman, you had no honor. So somebody could actually essay you, and if you weren't a Roman, it was no big issue because they considered people who were not Roman barbarians. Nothing ain't changed. History has not changed. History has not changed one bit. We got technology. We got a lot of technology and we have a lot of conveniences. But as far as history and people trying to control other people and dominate, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all. I tell you all today, though, we need to wake up. I don't have a problem with bantering with people, but we are in a fight. This man is on the verge of being a dictator. A verge of being a dictator. And we act like nothing ain't happening. And baby, this is the 3 weeks. We got 4 years of this. Hello, 4 years. So how do you think this country is going to look like in 4 years? Think about that. Think about that. The Pope, let me say this. I like this Pope. I'm not Catholic, but I tend to like this Pope because he was not like the others. He was a bouncer before he lived in the world. Um, but after looking at the conclave, after looking at the conclave, even the Pope don't control everything. That conclave, I don't know if you've seen the movie The Conclave, and I understand why Catholic people had an issue with it because, baby, it got deep. And whoever wrote that movie knew. Somebody told something at that conclave, and that was deep. But he's ill, and y'all got to realize that's a tough job. People think the Pope just doing everything. No, people are in his ear. There are people who are not happy. You got to deal with conservative factions. You got to deal with liberal. Conclave pretty much wrapped it up. It's political too. It's political too. It's political as well. So get your passports. Get your passports. I got mine. Um, yeah. And let me say this, you all. I do think of Germany and how these well-educated people were duped by this man, and the elites did not take him seriously, but the working class did, and he came to power, and he targeted Jews, gays, gypsies, and exterminated these people, and folk didn't, yeah. And it's funny because a lot of Jewish people didn't think it would happen to them, but baby, the ones who could foresee, they got the hell out of there. And sometimes we really got to see some stuff. It, yeah, people are plotting. Let me say this, you all. Um, the United States is complex, but one thing I think there are some people with a conscience here who knows right from wrong, and yeah, we'll see. I just think that there are some people who think that we are less than, that we shouldn't be here. Um, they think that the poor American people in general are lazy, which is not so. And this is what the MAGA people don't realize. They think that all black people are on welfare. Baby, the majority of people on welfare are white people, rural white people. So you all see all of this stuff in the inner city, and you think, oh, because that's what people show. But there are more rural areas than inner cities. And the majority of the people who are on welfare and public assistance and SNAP, white people. So now poor white people are feeling it because of stereotypes that people have. Now, am I saying that black people are not on welfare? Oh, I'm not saying that. But we are not the majority. That's what I'm trying to say. You all be careful out there. It's a lot of things going on. It's okay to roast and gag, but at the end of the day, we need to be watch. The Bible say watch as well as pray. It ain't enough to be praying. You got to be watching. You need to know what to pray for. I don't watch the news. It's so to pray, girl. You better watch it so you can pray. How do you know what to pray for if you ain't watching? People kill me. Mm. But y'all, we're in a battle, and I'm going to be praying, and I think praying is really a part of it. But I truly believe when you pray, God's going to give you something to do. You just don't pray without God showing you something. Okay, where there's a prayer, there's action after it. You hear me? So praying ain't enough. God will always give you an action plan. Okay? So just praying and that's it. Okay? So Martin Luther King prayed, but then God showed him what to do. Harriet Tubman prayed, and God showed her what to do. So in all of this prayer, if you doing all of this prayer and God ain't giving you nothing, something ain't right. I ain't trying to be funny. Now, God may say stand still until I tell you what to do next, but that's still a plan. God may say prepare, but that's a plan. I'm just being real. Let me say this, you all. God told me to write everything that I wanted to accomplish in life. And baby, I done checked everything off that board that I thought, and everything has come to pass. And this is why now I am not focused on titles and things because I've had them. This is why I don't focus. Let me tell you something. I could be scrubbing toilets, baby, but if you paying me, I'm good. It's not about the titles anymore. And when you get to a certain age, you don't have anything to prove. You know, I got a bigger house than you, so what? Okay, well, I like where I live, and you like where you live. That's great. That's great. Um, I drive a Tesla and da 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 da, which now you can probably give away. But I'm like, okay, but I'm happy with my 2015 Lincoln and my Volvo, and I'm good with that because I'm at the age now where, baby, it's material. Long as I can get to point A to point B, I'm good. But I am enjoying the ride. I'm at the age now where I'm enjoying the ride. Can I get this job at 55? Hell yeah, I can. I'm enjoying the ride. And again, that's where we need to be. Come on, coffee beans. And let me say this, y'all. I'm not gonna ever cap down work, but I do believe education is important. And I'm not gonna ever not say ever, especially for black people, people who were denied access to education. I'm never, because I do know that if people can hold you and keep you from progressing because of a degree, they will do it. Unless you're extremely exceptional, you're not going to break that ceiling. So that's why I believe education is so important. And it's not only because of a job, but it's because of knowledge. I don't know. And do I say, do you have to get a degree to be educated? No, you can read all the time. But let's be realistic about it. We know what the people do and what they want. And this is why they're trying to convince you so hard not to go to college. And when people trying to convince you not to do something, I'm always like, well, why? Well, why? Well, it's expensive, and the wealth, but see, the wealthy can pay for theirs. But then this is why we need to be pushing that college tuition should be free. Period. If you really are concerned about your people advancing, then make it free. Other industrialized countries have free tuition. Now, when it comes to room and board, that's your business. But as far as the tuition, because let me tell you something, y'all, colleges make more money off of that room and board and charge them crazy fees. They can still make money. David from Fresno, it's more white people who live in the United States. And first of all, again, the rural areas. So like I said, I see these figures, but I need to go check the figures because at the end of the day, more white people receive SNAP and TANF and public assistance. More of them do. West Virginia alone. So again, thank you. But we'll go ahead and check that. And that's in 2014. And we're not in 2014. We're in 2024. And like I said, white population is still a big population. They still outnumber us. And so they, for the most part, receive these benefits. I lived in Crawford County, Kansas. And when I went to that food stamp office, honey, it was white people. I ain't seen not a black soul there. It was all white people. And that's in rural Kansas. And there's not too many black people living in rural Kansas. Okay, so I'm going to check those numbers out. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. And this is why we do fact check. So anyway, y'all, I got to go. But thank you all for coming on. I will talk to y'all later. Peace and love. Bye.